Jealous people often disguise envy as praise, giving you compliments that carry subtle digs. For example, they might say, "Wow, you look good for your age," or "I didn't expect you to pull that off." These remarks are designed to appear kind while undermining your confidence. They create a psychological tug-of-war. You feel complimented, yet slightly insulted. Unlike genuine praise, which feels uplifting, backhanded compliments leave a lingering doubt. Often, the person delivering them may smile or laugh to hide the sting, making you question whether you're overreacting. The underlying emotion is resentment. They are uncomfortable with your achievements or happiness and attempt to balance their insecurity by subtly putting you down. Recognizing these remarks early allows you to set boundaries and avoid letting jealousy affect your self-esteem. Someone jealous of you constantly compares themselves to your accomplishments, appearance, or lifestyle. They may ask, "How did you manage that?" or say, "I've done better than that before," turning your successes into a competition. Their envy manifests as subtle undermining rather than celebration. Comparisons are often passive-aggressive, meant to highlight perceived flaws in your achievements. Even if they frame it as curiosity, the underlying tone carries insecurity or resentment. This behavior creates tension, as they seek validation by diminishing your success while inflating their own self-worth. The jealousy is not just about envy, but fear. They feel inadequate next to your accomplishments. Observing this pattern helps you identify whose praise is genuine and whose interactions are colored by comparison, so you can maintain healthy boundaries without being dragged into emotional rivalry. Jealous individuals sometimes mimic your style, speech, or behaviors. This is a subconscious attempt to claim what they envy, whether it's confidence, charisma, or success. They might wear similar clothes, adopt your hobbies, or repeat your phrases in conversation. At first, imitation can seem flattering, but over time it becomes intrusive and unsettling. It reflects an internal conflict. They admire you yet feel inferior, so copying becomes a way to feel connected to your perceived advantages. Unlike genuine admiration, which inspires learning, jealous imitation is competitive and possessive. They aren't trying to compliment you. They're attempting to close the gap between you and them. Being aware of this behavior helps you discern intentions and maintain individuality, ensuring that your own achievements and personality aren't subconsciously co-opted by someone else's envy. A jealous person often belittles or minimizes your accomplishments. They might say, "It's not that impressive," or "Anyone could do that, even if what you achieved is significant." This behavior stems from insecurity. They cannot celebrate your success without feeling diminished. By reducing your achievements, they temporarily elevate themselves, psychologically balancing the envy they feel. These comments are typically subtle, masked as honesty or realism, making it harder to confront. They might also distract from your achievements by shifting conversations to their own life or struggles. Recognizing this pattern is key. Constant downplaying signals a deeper emotional issue rather than mere criticism. Understanding that this behavior reflects their jealousy rather than your worth allows you to maintain confidence and avoid internalizing their dismissive remarks. Some jealous people respond by distancing themselves from you when you succeed. They might stop initiating contact, avoid discussions about your achievements, or act indifferent toward accomplishments that once excited them. This withdrawal is a defense mechanism. They feel envy and inadequacy and choose avoidance over acknowledgement. It can be confusing, especially if they were previously supportive. Their absence isn't about dislike, it's about protecting their ego from comparisons. Emotional distancing may be accompanied by subtle resentment or passive-aggressive comments if success is unavoidable to notice. Identifying this pattern helps differentiate between true disinterest and envy-driven avoidance. By recognizing avoidance as a signal of jealousy, you can manage expectations, protect your emotional energy, and avoid feeling rejected by what is really a reflection of their insecurities. Jealous individuals often criticize you for minor mistakes or imperfections, amplifying flaws that others would overlook. The critique may be about appearance, work, or personal choices. Criticism becomes a tool to shift focus from your strengths to perceived weaknesses. Their envy fuels this behavior. They aim to undermine your confidence, leveling the emotional playing field. Often, the criticism is subtle, framed as advice or concern, making it harder to confront. For instance, they may say, "Are you sure you want to wear that?" Or, "Maybe you should rethink that decision." The intent isn't to help but to highlight flaws as a counterbalance to what they admire or envy. Recognizing this allows you to separate constructive feedback from jealousy-driven negativity and maintain self-assurance despite their attempts to chip away at it. Someone envious of you may spread gossip or subtle rumors, aiming to damage your reputation or credibility. Their envy drives them to create narratives that make you appear less competent, less attractive, or less deserving. This behavior can be subtle, disguised as concern for others, like, "I heard she didn't really do that herself." Jealousy fuels these stories. They want to level the social hierarchy or cast doubt on your achievements. They may enjoy seeing others question your success or character. Gossip can also be a form of projection. They highlight traits they dislike in themselves. Recognizing when envy motivates rumor spreading allows you to respond calmly, avoid emotional traps, and protect your reputation while understanding the behavior reflects their insecurity rather than truth. Jealous people often swing between friendliness and coldness. One moment they celebrate your success, the next they act distant, critical, or dismissive. These mood shifts reveal their internal conflict. They admire or envy you, but feel threatened. Their inconsistency can be confusing and emotionally taxing, leaving you unsure of how to act. Unlike genuinely supportive friends, their approval is conditional, often tied to your success, not overshadowing theirs. These patterns are subtle. They may smile, compliment, or express interest only to retract or undermine later. Emotional inconsistency is a red flag of underlying envy. Recognizing this behavior helps you adjust expectations, set boundaries, and prevent emotional manipulation from affecting your confidence or self-perception. Jealous individuals often try to insert themselves into your friends or professional networks. They may seek invitations, mimic interests, or try to form bonds with people you trust. This is driven by envy. They desire what you have, including relationships. Their goal is to gain proximity to your success, either to compete or to feel included in your achievements. Subtle manipulation often accompanies this, offering help, sharing similar experiences, or echoing your opinions to gain favor. This intrusion can strain your social dynamics and create subtle tension. Recognizing jealousy-driven social mimicry helps you maintain boundaries and protect relationships from being exploited by someone seeking validation or advantage through your connections. Jealous people often invalidate your emotions, making you feel guilty for expressing joy, pride, or excitement. They might say, "You're overreacting," or "It's not a big deal," whenever you share accomplishments or happiness. This dismissiveness is rooted in envy. They can't bear your positive experiences because it emphasizes their inadequacies. By undermining your feelings, they attempt to regain emotional equilibrium, subtly positioning themselves as more rational or deserving. This can lead you to second-guess your own happiness or achievements. Recognizing this pattern is crucial. It is not your experience that is wrong, but their inability to handle your success. Understanding that dismissal stems from jealousy allows you to maintain emotional integrity while avoiding internalizing their negativity. A jealous person may attempt to subtly sabotage your efforts. This could be withholding important information, giving misleading advice, or distracting you from goals. Unlike overt hostility, sabotage is hidden, making it difficult to prove. Their envy fuels this covert manipulation. They want to prevent you from surpassing them or gaining recognition. Examples include forgetting to invite you to crucial meetings, providing incorrect deadlines, or subtly undermining your confidence in tasks. These acts are often framed innocuously, like, "I didn't think that mattered," but the intent is to impede progress. Awareness of subtle sabotage helps you stay vigilant, protect your interests, and recognize when setbacks are caused by others' envy rather than your own mistakes or bad luck. A jealous person often seeks constant reassurance about their own worth while subtly competing with yours. They may frequently ask for opinions, emphasize their achievements, or seek acknowledgement in situations where it's unnecessary. This behavior stems from insecurity triggered by your success. They need validation to counteract envy. Their constant need for comparison can be draining, as it keeps your accomplishments in the spotlight while attempting to boost their self-esteem. They may downplay your achievements while highlighting theirs or demand attention in social or professional settings. Recognizing this need for validation as a sign of jealousy allows you to maintain perspective, avoid unnecessary emotional labor, and protect your own confidence without reinforcing their insecurity.